is pushing these official Trump cards for patriots across America. We have video of the card, but for some reason it's not playing. In order to get one, you have to donate, but it's unclear exactly how much you have to fork over or when the cards would be sent out. I'm going to just check now. We don't have video of the cards? No. Okay. We're going to get back to the cards when we have the cards. In the meantime, we want to go to Tyler Hollinger, who's the owner of Festival Cafe. It's his workers who are going to have to enforce the vaccine passports. Tyler joins us now. Thanks for being with us. Have you figured out, you're only a week away from this, have you figured out exactly how you are going to enforce the vaccine mandate?
LELAND, thanks so much for having me on the show. Let's be clear here. What is happening in New York City is a gross overreach of government and the city coming in, forcing small businesses to do the policing on what the government should actually be doing themselves. It's a real burden on small businesses. It's a financial expense that, frankly, at this moment, we can't afford to take in. And as of this moment, I haven't heard Mr. de Blasio offer any sort of compensation for this enforcing that we're going to be doing. All of the employees at Festival are vaccinated. Vaccines are great, and everyone should get them. Quite frankly, they are a miracle drug. I am not looking forward to limiting people coming to Festival because as a cafe on the Upper East Side, Festival has always been open to everyone and always will.
So have you figured out exactly how the mayor is going to enforce you all enforcing this?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. This is just a playback from 6 months ago. This is a playback from when we were in December and we had to do COVID-19 contact tracing and temperature checks when people have come in the door. So what happened back in the winter was that the governor deputized individuals who were not of law enforcement to shake down businesses looking to see the temperature logs, looking to see the records kept of the people who entered the establishment. And if you didn't provide it, they threatened $14,000 fines and taking away your liquor license. These unmarked, unmasked, unidentified individuals, frankly, operated with mafia-style tactics.
So how does this go from here for you? Have you guys figured out exactly what you're going to do? Are you going to have somebody at the front because we're checking this or something? Because I went back to Joe Donlan's show, and somehow the vaccine passport app from the city of New York gave everybody a vaccine passport to Mickey Mouse.
I mean, honestly, we're talking about a city that can't even count the votes of the upcoming mayor. How in the world is the city going to manage a wide sweeping passport application for almost 9 million people? It's almost laughable in just the thought of it because New York City has not been the best with any sort of technology. As a small business, we really can't afford to bring on extra labor, put extra people on the payroll for the sole purpose of making sure you're vaccinated or you're not vaccinated. I've always taken this approach that it should be an honor system. You scan at the door, you're on the honor system. Why would you want to put that business at risk of losing that business in your neighborhood if you are an unvaccinated individual?
We had Jason Nichols on. It's one thing about customers, right, in terms of can I go in, can I get the food I want, on and on. It's another thing about the workers. And Jason Nichols, a professor from the University of Maryland, was on. He pointed out that a majority of minorities in New York, by that we mean African Americans and Latinos, are unvaccinated. Therefore, come this ban, they're not going to be able to work in your establishment or any other restaurant. Have you figured out how you're going to deal with that?
Yeah, I mean, essentially what de Blasio is creating is a situation ripe for conflict. Am I going to stand at the door and deny access to any Latino and African American who can't prove vaccination?
Yeah,
any family with a child.
I'm specifically interested, though, in your employees, because that's a little bit different relationship. That's not standing at the door. I'm wondering if you're going to be able, if there's enough vaccinated population who wants to work in hospitality, or if all of a sudden, come August 16th, there's going to be a bunch of restaurants who don't have enough workers that have the vaccine.
LELAND, All the restaurants already don't have enough workers because the government's paying everyone too much to sit at home. I'm thankful that I have an A-plus team at Festival, from the mixologists to the chefs to the waiters to the back house to the front of house. All of our staff is 100 completely vaccinated, and they are pros and professionals.
All right, Tyler, thank you very much. We appreciate it. Excellent conversation.
Thanks very much for having me on the show. Happy hour starts at 5.
Well, it's 7:15 here, 8:15 there, so you guys are a few in. Looking forward to happy hour in New York with you, sir.
See you soon.
All right. There is little reason to think 20 years of war, American blood, and trillions in taxpayer dollars is not going to go to waste in the coming months.